Now, what I shouldn't have done is start with the stairs. I have no clue why I decided that the first project in the basement should be a stair remodel. This is a walkout basement, so maybe I was thinking that all of my access in and out of the basement for the renovations would happen through that other door, but I still put a ton of wear and tear going up and down these stairs during the renovation. So if you're going to finish your basement, definitely don't start with the stairs. Now, I am not an expert on the best way to frame out basement walls. Moisture was definitely a concern with the CMU walls, and I did a bunch of research and found that this waterproof foam insulation was probably the best bet to push up against the CMU before framing the walls traditionally. However, I got a bunch of comments saying that it would have been better to maybe leave a space between the CMU walls and the insulation. There's a bunch of different ways in which you can do this. This is just the way I went with, and hopefully it doesn't bite me in the butt later on. For any contractors who specialize in basement renovations, it would be super helpful if you could leave a comment down below explaining the right way to frame out basement walls, or just let me know that I did it right so that anyone watching this video can learn something. I have enough of an ego to know that I did some things on this renovation correct, but I'm also humble enough to know that I'm sure I made a ton of mistakes. So if I made a mistake, please call it out down below so that others don't repeat it. The last thing I want to do is lead someone down the wrong road, so any suggestions or comments, let me know. Now, I thought about using steel studs to frame the basement walls, but I'm just more comfortable with lumber, so I used a pressure-treated bottom plate, framed everything up with a framing nailer, attached the bottom plate to the slab using some Tapcon screws, and then just nailed it to the top. This right here is a California corner, and I used it in all the corners because it's going to make attaching the drywall later on much easier.